Golf Central on YouTube is brought to you by the new Chrome Tour golf ball from Callaway.
Let's get to the highlights, starting with our 54-hole leader, Tommy Fleetwood. He was at 14 under here on the first.
He flared it into the bunker off the tee, actually hit a wonderful pitch to leave himself that par putt. But that would ultimately be a bogey to start.
Yeah, not a great start for the Englishman. Drops to 13 under. Meanwhile, we didn't speak much about J.J. Spaun, and we should have done. He plays this underdog role very well here on 9.
He was quietly going about his business on the front 9, playing alongside Scotty Scheffler, and just true class performance today.
Before you know it, he took the outright lead at 14 under. Justin Rose now at 13 under, same hole here on 9.
And this was a bit shocking. He hit it in the front penalty area in the pond yesterday to a front pin, but to a back pin. He's posing on this. That was some landing 10 yards away from where he was trying to.
Yeah, comes up just short in the water, as you mentioned, just like yesterday, and he drops to 12 under, so you're thinking maybe it's not his day. Meanwhile, Scotty Scheffler started 2 off the lead. Of course, he's not playing with his usual caddy, Ted Scott, today. He had to head home for personal reasons. He's with Brad Payne on the bag. We now find him on 10.
And this is where Scotty really got going here on this back 9. Beautiful putt dripping in. Brad Payne caddied for him Saturday at Valhalla last year when Ted Scott went to his daughter's high school graduation.
That's right, so they have got history as a pairing. Birdie there at the turn to get to 14. Fleetwood now here on 12 to tie the lead.
And he had made 10 straight pars to this point, and this is exactly what he needed after that opening bogey to get it going, and boy did he ever get it going right here.
Finally, first birdie of the day. Fleetwood gets some momentum. This now for birdie on 13 for the lead.
Absolutely, a beautiful iron shot in there, and you can just see the pace in which he started putting after that one finally went in on 12. He was hammering him in the back of the cup.
He's looking dialed in. Perhaps this could be the day he becomes a PGA Tour winner for the first time. This for par on 14.
Huge putt. He played conservatively out to the left-hand side, left it well short, and that just kept it going.
Stays for the solo lead at 15 under. Meanwhile, Scheffler now for par on 15.
Left off the tee, was able to hit it through the trees, over the green, hit a good pitch, and he said he hit a good putt there. It just didn't go in. I think all day today, a lot of the putts he hit just didn't quite fall.
That's right, so he dropped 2 back to 13 under. Rosie now on 15, his second.
Beautiful shot, kind of had to play a little draw around the trees right there and leaves it in a nice spot just above the hole.
Hits that inside 10 feet, gives himself a good opportunity there. Meanwhile, Tommy, these two, of course, playing in the final pairing together. His second on 15.
Final pairing together for the second straight day. Good friends. Obviously, we're cool, calm, and collected out there, and they were feeding off each other's energy here midway through the back 9.
So both make birdie. Fleetwood gets to 16 under and takes a 2-shot lead over Rose and Spaun. Now on to 16, Tommy's third.
Took relief from the grandstand when his second shot rolled up against it. Pretty good lie in the rough. Didn't know if he should play it low or high. Played it high, and you can see that wind blowing a little bit down. Just took it off this edge of the green, leaving now a brutal up and down just to save par here at the easy par 5.
Yeah, so he's got work to do there on 16. Meanwhile, here is Justin with a birdie opportunity on the same hole.
Putting straight down the hill, and boy, did he hit a good bunker shot off the front bunker. Was shocked that it didn't get past the hole.
So Rosie closes the gap to just 1 behind Fleetwood. His third straight birdie on this final stretch. Here's J.J. Spaun now.
Just a massive putt here on 17. Scheffler had just burned the edge. Spaun knocks it right in the middle of the cup. And I love the way you can see why he plays so good in these big moments. He's stoic.
Spaun now tied for the lead. Rose for birdie on 17 to tie the lead again at 16 under. Makes that for 4 birdies in a row coming down the back 9. What a clutch performance. So Fleetwood, huge putt from Rose. Now Fleetwood does this.
To stay remaining tied with both Spaun and Rose, and the way he stood up out of it, I think he knew he was going to miss it before he pulled the putter head back.
Yeah, it just felt like it was a mental blip there for Fleetwood, so he drops 1 back. So Rosie now on 18, birdie to win the championship.
And he hit a really good putt here. It broke just to the right, but he would have another chance at this putt.
He'd have a couple more chances at that putt. He finishes at 16 under, heads into the playoffs. So here's now Justin Rose, first playoff hole. Bit of a dicey tee shot.
And he's been hitting the ball a lot longer this week. He's averaging about 12 yards longer than normal. This is no way that covers. And it does. It's about 315 on that line to find land, and what a break right there.
Yeah, what a great, but also what a shot he's able to deliver from this position here.
I was kind of hoping he was going to take his shoes off, and he almost went in there, lost his balance a bit, but look at this.
Nerves of steel.
leaving himself virtually the same putt he just had in regulation.
That's right. So J.J. Spaun now, he leaves himself with this long birdie putt here.
Reminiscent of what he did at the U.S. Open, of what he almost did on 18 in regulation at the Players, just grazing the edge of the cup.
He's so exciting with these long putts on the 18th green. You just think he's going to make it, so he makes par. This is Rosie now, birdie putt to win.
Missed it right in regulation, and this is identical, basically. He just caught a little bit more of the hole than he did the first time around.
This playoff could have gone either way. It was just such a fine margin as to who was going to take this home, so pars for the pair of them. Second playoff hole, Spaun for birdie.
And J.J. Spaun, if he's got a putt to do anything in the Ryder Cup from about 30 feet, my money's on him making it, Anna.
Those New York fans are going to erupt if he can deliver moments like that. So he is in. Rosie now to extend the playoff.
Just gritty and determined. You can see the look in his eye.
I'd put the winning putt for the Ryder Cup on either of these guys. Now, a new hole location. They did mix it up for the third playoff hole, but they stuck on 18. The crowds were just too good to move on from this moment. Rosie now for birdie.
Lots of left to right break. Not an easy one to commit to, especially when his shadow's over the hole.
And the 45-year-old Englishman puts all the pressure on J.J. Spaun to respond. Has to make this to extend.
In that position, when you have to make it to extend, you generally hit it a little firmer than you normally would, and that's why you saw that putt not take the break.
And there it is. What an exciting final couple of hours we were treated to down in Memphis, as Justin Rose, at the age of 45, in his 443rd PGA Tour appearance, clinches his 12th title in such dramatic fashion. His experience prevailed over J.J. Spaun, who's already had such a breakout year, and that final round, 65, just got him right up there into the playoff. Tommy Fleetwood, as you saw, just those final couple of holes just ended up being too much, and he'd end up finishing in that tied for third with world number one Scotty Scheffler. Ricky Fowler, one of the bubble boys to play himself into the top 50. We're going to get to that storyline a little bit later in the show, but right now, this moment belongs to Justin Rose as he joins Todd Lewis.
Justin, what a show. You birdied 4 of your last 5 holes in regulation, and then that playoff run was so beautiful, that battle you had with J.J. What do you feel like you elevated in the latter part of your day today to get the job done?
Yeah, needs must. You know, I think if you want to win, sometimes you've got to find a way to do it, and doesn't always happen, obviously, but I think for me the key was 14. You know, if I'm accepting good points, good finish, you're not taking on that shot in 14, but kind of held a 6-iron in there because I was 3 back. I knew I needed to make some birdies. I said to myself I was 4 down with 6 to play, and I needed to beat the golf course. So I kind of knew I needed to have that type of finish, and I ended up finishing all square with it. I had a putt to win my match against myself, which would have been to win the tournament. So yeah, I did push myself coming in to have that type of finish, and I kept believing. And obviously the putter wasn't warm for the first part of the day, but so I said to myself, theory of large numbers, if I keep doing the same thing and don't try too hard and keep being free, maybe my putts will, maybe my turn will come on the greens. And it's kind of exactly how the day panned out. But, JJ is one of my favourite guys on tour. It's never, Tommy's one of my favourite guys on tour, is my favourite guy on tour, so bittersweet from those points of view. But again, after, a tough playoff loss for myself at the Masters this year, this one definitely feels good. And I'm delighted for the team. So many of us have put in a lot of hard work this year.